we got a Fox Business alert. General Motors says that it is having some trouble finding a new chief financial officer because of the government's pay limits. That ain't good, of course, for GM, and taxpayers have a huge stake in the automaker. So, Jonathan, the problem I understand is that we're going to give this guy $78 and all the free coffee he could drink, and a lot of people are saying that's not a huge draw. What do we do?
Well, Neil, I don't know who would want to work for General Motors. I mean, this company's being micromanaged. I'm amazed. I mean, Fritz Henderson told you, I believe, on this program not long ago that the government wasn't micromanaging GM. Well, it's obvious they are, and it's this contingent of union bosses and bureaucrats. And
Fritz said that wasn't happening.
I'm just saying this is hurting taxpayers. Of course, what originally hurt them was giving GM the $60 billion in the first place, but we're digging ourselves further and further into a hole from which we're never going to get out.
Well, it is interesting, Gary B., that, I don't know how you put a job like this out there. Wanted, number 2 to run one of the largest auto companies on earth. If interested, please call. Right. And no one's calling. No one's interested. And I don't know whether you throw, free coupons in there, or, but it ain't working.
Well, you're exactly on the point. And, to Jonathan's point, there probably isn't anyone out there who wants to take. You forgot, by the way, the one job requirement reports directly to Barack Obama. But, leaving that aside.
Very good point.
Right. You forgot about the one
Not
thing
that
is
no one wants to take the job. Reporting to Barack Obama. Continue.
No, that's great. Listen, access to the man, I think it's terrific. But the problem is they can't price it correctly.
Who better to run an auto industry than someone who travels in the back of an auto? But continue.
I'm not even going to go there. I won't touch that one. But what I will say is if you could have an unlimited budget and find out, what, hey, listen, at $10 billion a year, someone's going to want to come and run the company. So there is a price out there.
I nominate Tatge.
With this artificial wage restriction.
I nominate Mark. It would be a pay cut for you, Mark, but is that what's stopping people? Is that what's stopping people, the lack of pay?
No, I don't think it's a lack of pay. I think, look, running General Motors is a difficult job, and I don't know who would want to run General Motors at this point, but you guys can't have it both ways. There's government money in there. There's got to be some controls on pay, and if they didn't have controls on pay, you'd be all on here harping about there were no controls on pay, and that it was a big dumpster for the taxpayer. Now, come on.
Our compensation Jedi Master approved Ben Moshe, the new CEO of AIG's Mac Daddy compensation package without a problem. So now he's saying, yeah, but just GM job, you could only pay him $1 million. Meanwhile, the CFO at Ford is making about $4.5 million. So you want to be competitive, you got to be smart about this.
And by the way, as the CFO, you're the number 2 guy, and you are like an Uber Tracy Burns, an accountant, really. And so you see everyone's salary. So you damn well want to make sure you're getting at least the second highest at the company. And if the highest guy at the company is earning about $20,000, you're saying this isn't good.
I think $1 million is still a pretty nice salary. I think a lot of people could live on that very comfortably.
That's not though, Mark.
What's the matter with $1 million?
Jonathan first. Jonathan.
Well, we could get Thomas Edison or himself to be the CFO at Ford. We are never going to get out of this hole. We're becoming like the Vegas gambler who wants to throw everything against the wall to try to make our money back. The president has said he doesn't want to own or run car companies. So why are we furthering government's ownership and involvement in running car companies? That's what I don't understand.
Well, Jonathan, you just lost your shot at GM. But guys, I want to thank you all very, 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 very much, and the White House Guardian thanks you. As I do. All right, well, it says a lot about Jamie Dimon that he can be a giant in an industry and still be called Jamie after this.